Halacha Yomi. We're going to finish the laws of candle lighting. So we said, yes, last time we're on page 94, Halacha number 89. If one cannot light Shabbat candles, for example, he's in a hotel or he's in a hospital for Shabbat, according to many poskim, you should use an electric light to fulfill the mitzvah of Shabbat candles, as long as you'll benefit from the light. So let's say a lady gave birth, she's in the hospital, so they don't let her light candles there. Or let's say somebody is not home for Shabbat, he went to a hotel for Shabbat, and they don't let him light candles in the hotel room. So what are you going to do for Shabbat candles? So you should go and light the electric light. You should go make bracha, and turn on the light for the room. That's going to be an incandescent bulb or a lamp. Let's say there's a lamp in the room. You make a bracha and you turn on the lamp, and that will be considered like a fire. That will be considered the lights for Shabbat. 119. And this is a footnote. See Chuvot.
Shabbat, no, there's no let you put the candle on. You can put the light.
Yes, the light from the switch. Yeah, if it's going to be a bulb that has a metal inside that gets red hot. Some of them are LED today. LED is no fire inside. It's different bulbs, different types of lights. So it says over here in the footnote that all these will all state that you're allowed to say bracha on electric lights, even though the Tzitz Eliezer and the Akskil Avdi, Mishpatei Uziel, and many others argue and say you cannot. Halacha, you're allowed to say bracha on a real fire, on an incandescent light bulb. Halacha Brura says that if you have only LED or fluorescent lights, then a bracha cannot be said when you light these lights for Shabbat candles. Furthermore, if one will not be able to sleep because of the light in the room and the only light that you can use from the bathroom light, then one should not say a bracha on the lighting since it's not lit in a clean place. But Yakut Yosef argues and says you're allowed to say bracha on LED, but Halacha Brura says no. So therefore it's mahloket, better not to say bracha. But incandescent light bulb with the filament inside that gets red hot, then you're allowed to say bracha on the electric light. 90. It is customary that a husband should buy his wife candlesticks in order to take part of the mitzvah of his wife's lighting. They say that silver is the best material, pure silver. Candlesticks is the proper material to buy for the wife for the Shabbat candles. 91. Preferably one should buy silver candlesticks for Atlakat Nerot. If one does not have silver, then any metal candlesticks are preferred. If metal is not available, then you can use glass or earthenware or pottery. But the best is silver or metal. 92. One should not use glass candlesticks if they're chipped. The candlesticks should also be able to stand on their own without leaning on the wall or any other object. 93. One can use a candelabra that has many candle holders on it. The candles do not have to be put in a straight line. They can be even in a circle. Don't have to put the candles like this in a row. You can even have a candelabra has like this, and has like that, and one taller, and they're all around. That's also fine for Shabbat candles. By Chanukah, it has to be menorah, but by Shabbat candles, it's going to be, it doesn't have to be in a straight line. Also, you can have several wicks in a bowl. Let's say you have a big bowl and you have a lot of candles floating in the oil. That's also kasher for Shabbat candles, as long as the fire is not touching each other, as long as you have two candles. Two candles, we said, preferably the bare minimum for Shabbat candles. 94, it's praiseworthy to shut off the lights in the room where you're going to light Shabbat candles. So let's say she's going to light Shabbat candles in the dining room. It's preferable that before she lights, she turn off the lights, and then she turn on the light afterwards. When you light Shabbat candles, you don't automatically accept Shabbat. So therefore, if you're doing it within half hour of sunset, so let's say it's to 15 minutes before sunset, and she's lighting Shabbat candles. 20 minutes before sunset, she's lighting Shabbat candles. She'll turn off the light, say bracha, light the candles, and then she could turn on the light afterwards because it's still not Shabbat yet. 95. It is proper for a woman to be dressed in Shabbat clothes when lighting Shabbat candles. 96. A married woman should cover her hair before she says the bracha for the Shabbat candles. 97. A woman does not have to have intentions explicitly to fulfill the obligation for the rest of her family through her lighting. As long as she has in mind to fulfill the mitzvah, her whole family fulfills the mitzvah through her. 98. When lighting, one should not remove the match from the wick until most of the wick has caught fire. So when you light in the candle, you should hold the match until the candle gets on fire. You shouldn't just touch it and take it away. You should keep it there until the candle's lit. 99. The Shabbat candles cannot be put in a place where wind will blow them out. If the wind blew out the candles, after you lit them, you should relight them if you still have time from Shkia, if it's still before sunset. And one is not accepted Shabbat. But if you already accepted Shabbat, as long as it's before Shkia, you can tell somebody else to relight the candles if the wind blew it out. 100. If it's permitted to light the Shabbat candles from a candle that was already existing from before in the honor of Shabbat, this should be done by directly lighting the candle that's already lit and not by using a different candle to spread the fire from candle to candle. It's praiseworthy to have one set of candles set aside as the candle to light all the Shabbat candles. So let's say a lady has Shabbat candles. She wants to light the Shabbat candles. She can use one candle to light the other. But always it's better to have one candle that she always uses to be the lighting candle, and she puts it away afterwards. But a lot of people today, they use matches and they light, or they have the electric thing to turn the fire on. That's all good as long as she doesn't use something that's not for the honor of Shabbat. She shouldn't use an existing flame from something that's not for the honor of Shabbat. 101, if one of the candles is blown out, then you can use the other candle's flame to relight the candle that was blown out. 102, if one may not light other items such as a cigarette from the light of Shabbat candles. Let's say a person and his wife lit Shabbat candles already, and you're going to go to shul, and you want to light a cigarette and walk to shul before Shabbat. It's not right to light the cigarette from Shabbat candles. It's not respectful to the mitzvah. 103, after lighting the candles, one should not blow out the flame that one used to light the candles with. Rather, you should shake it or put it on the tray and let it go out by itself. Actually, there's a midrash that says it's asur to blow out candles. You know, the goyim, they have this thing with the birthday cake. They put candle on the birthday cake and say, blow, blow, blow. Blow the candles, make a wish. The midrash, Otzar Midrashim, says you're not allowed to blow a candle out. It represents neshama. And neshama, if you go like this, and you blow it out, chas v'shalom, danger of a person's life. So therefore, whenever you have a candle that's lit, or you have a match that's lit, you should shake it. And that way go out, don't go Havdalah. What do we do, Havdalah? We put the candle in the wine. We don't go and blow out the Havdalah candle. It's asur. So therefore, a person has to be careful. This is also brought in the Yafet Alev, Kutuf Acharon, who explains that what the danger is. In any case, poskim warn not to blow out a candle, and one who does so and who engage in a mitzvah like this will not be affected, but a person should be stringent on Erev Shabbat. Okay, good. 104. Chachamim said that when a woman who forgets to light Shabbat candles before Shabbat, she must light extra candle every Shabbat afterwards. This only applies to a woman who completely forgot to light. But if she at least lit one candle, even though usually she lights more candles, then it doesn't require her to light extra candles in extra Shabbat. However, it's praiseworthy for her to add some extra oil or to use a larger candle from then on, or she should donate some oil or candles to a poor person. 105. A woman does not have to light an extra candle if she forgot to light Shabbat candles for reasons that are beyond her control. Let's say she fell asleep before Shabbat, she only woke up after Shkia. Let's say the clock stopped working, she didn't know what time it was. Let's say she was busy with something else and she thought she had more time, but she really didn't. And she ran out of oil and could not buy any more because it was already too close to Shabbat. Or she was stuck somewhere before Shabbat and could not make it home in time to light candles. She accidentally lit earlier than planned and she didn't know, and she did not fulfill her obligation through such a lighting. The case where you have to light a new candle, an extra candle every week from then on, is only when she on purpose sat around and didn't light Shabbat candles. But if some reason made her not able to light the Shabbat candles, she was stuck somewhere, she thought she had more time, the clock wasn't working properly, all these things, all these situations, not called she on purpose didn't want to light Shabbat candles. There was something that led her to make a mistake. In such a case, she doesn't have to light an extra candle every week. 106, when a woman who recently became observant doesn't have to light extra candles for all the weeks that she didn't light before. Let's say she wasn't religious for a lot of her life. She never lit Shabbat candles on Shabbat, Friday night, for many years. So now she feels bad. She says, maybe I should light extra candles because many years I didn't light Shabbat candles all my life. No, you don't have to do it. You're not obligated to do that. 107, when a woman is penalized and has to light an extra candle, she must light quantitatively more than she usually lights. She may not light smaller candles that she was using before, and she may not begin to use less oil in the rest of the candles in order to light an extra one. The person cannot take the oil from this one and make another candle. You have to add another candle equal to the amount of oil that they always had. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue and finish the laws of candlelighting next time. Baruch Na'olam. Amen.